You love this life. It's the morning detour on the mighty CKUT 90.3 FM. Yes, Montreal, my city. Welcome back to the morning detour. Weezy Moon Chaser, Tata in the morning. Now, Tata, I wanted to ask you, did you ever grow up watching any commercials around basketball or hip hop that had like soft drinks in it? You probably didn't, right? You don't know Obey Your Thirst?
You always come for me. I always say, don't come for me when it comes to these things. You know, Michael Jordan did his thing back in the day, and LeBron. There's been recent ones, okay?
Well, I'm glad you said LeBron. One of the best LeBron commercials is actually a Sprite commercial, and had all these different LeBrons and all these different things. And Kobe, late great Kobe, he did some Sprite commercials as well. So for those that don't know, the unofficial drink of hip hop, let's be honest, is Sprite. If you guys don't know, Sprite was introduced by Coca-Cola company more than 50 years ago, and it's the world leading Tata lemon lime flavored soda. It's sold in 190 different countries. So this morning we're here. We have an exclusive. It's a special edition Sprite that's about to drop. We have Mr. Jacques Blanchet here, Director of Integrated Marketing for Coca-Cola Company. Welcome to the show, Jacques. How you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you guys?
I'm thirsty.
You're thirsty? That's good. I got something to refresh you.
He's just thirsty, period.
No, hold on. Before we start, I know some of y'all can't see. Hopefully we'll be able to release this video. Jacques has the hardest Sprite crew neck I've ever seen. Tata,
Okay.
Okay, Jacques. Jacques with the stunt. But let's get into it. Jacques, as an insider in the beverage industry, can you provide insight into Sprite's upcoming limited edition product set to launch in April? And furthermore, what's different about this new Sprite, technology, innovations? What can we expect? We're excited. What are we looking at?
Yeah, so at Sprite, we always like to launch the summer with a limited edition flavor or any platform. And so this summer, in fact, this week, we're launching the new Sprite Chill, which is a lemon cherry lime flavor. So we gave a twist to our usual lemon lime, putting up some cherry in it. But what's really cool about it is that we really want it to be an experience. So on top of that, there's a cooling sensation. So while you drink your Sprite Chill, as long as the more you drink it, the more you sips on it, the more cooling sensation you get in your mouth. So it's really on top of refreshing you, providing an experience that's kind of really, really cool.
Look at that, Tata. Party in your mouth, Tata. Look at that.
Hey, first of all, I'm already thinking, how can I mix this and turn this into a brunch beverage with the girls, girls brunch. I'm trying to think what would mix with it real nice, cherry, lime. No, honestly, okay, I hear you. What do you think, what did you have in mind behind, it resonating with the community? And did you guys have like a target audience in mind when we were creating the Sprite Chill?
Yeah, we always have a target audience in mind. So for Sprite Chill, we're really targeting Gen Zs, and so we really wanted to provide an experience with it because we know like Gen Zs, 18, 34 years old, really like experiences at all levels, and really we wanted to stand out in terms of the flavor offerings. We know summer, lots of flavors coming in, so really with that cooling sensation, it's gonna be like. Our campaign is about being the coldest est, so it's really going to be the coldest Sprite you ever drank in the past years.
Listen, oh boy, Tata, you sound excited. Are you making plans already?
I'm just thinking of new ways to make mimosas. Thinking of new ways to make mimosas.
Well, as soon as we get it, we're going to be the first people to do the Sprite mimosa with the new Sprite Chill. But Jacques, I want to know, Jacques, why the limited edition? Is that always a dope way to go? And how does a product from Sprite go from being limited edition to being a mainstay? Like, how can we get the Sprite Chill? Like, how many of us need to like it, the cooling sensation, for you guys over there at Sprite to be like, you know what? We're going to have it available all year round.
A lot of you need to drink Sprite Chill and go out of stock really quickly. But honestly, it's like, limited edition it's into our DNA. Like last year we had Sprite Legacy, which was celebrating 50 years of hip hop. This summer it's Sprite Chill. So really like limited time. It's create excitement. You have to be there. You have to try it to live it. And then that's what fans want. So that's what we're providing. And we always come up with new flavor combinations and trying new things as well. So that's the whole premise behind a limited time edition. And we do that on all our brands at Coca-Cola. Like we did a Fanta Halloween mystery flavor last year. We did a Coke with like, we used AI to develop the flavor. So it's really like in our DNA. And hey, you got to try it. You got to find it. And then, you got to be lucky.
See, hold on. You kind of beat me to the punch with my follow-up question there, Jacques. See, you marketing guys are such professionals. I was going to ask you, how do you guys come up with the flavors? I feel like they have a whole bunch of Tatas and Wheezy in the basement at Sprite and Coca-Cola, and we're just throwing things. But then you mentioned AI.
This is what I feel to have on a Friday. You know what I mean? Like,
how do you guys come up with the flavors? How do you guys come? You know, I know the lime is the mainstay for Sprite, but you guys have expanded way beyond that.
Yeah. We don't do that in basements. It's like really clean spaces. We've got our research and development team, just to be honest. But the idea is to create new flavors. And now we came up with that one. So for Sprite, the like lime aspect of it, which is really, that's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. So we tried different flavors. We also, that cooling sensation is in fact something used in bakery and confectionery.
Okay.
It's more, often tied with mint. The mint flavor, which makes it super fresh. We don't have the mint flavor into that. It's really cherry lime. And how they came up with it is like lots of iteration to making sure there's the right balance between that cooling effect, between the lime and then the cherry flavor that came up with it. So it's a really long process of like errors and trying that makes it a great flavor. And then we try it with consumers for sure. There's some group testings and we want to make sure that when we bring something into market, it's a success and people like it.
Well, that's what's up.
It's a long process.
It is a very long
so many
process.
Parts that people wouldn't normally think about, but like it clearly sounds like you're definitely one of the brains behind this whole marketing strategy and everything, and especially as director of integrated marketing. But
I am one of the brains, but we're a big I
said one of the brains. I didn't say the brains. I said one of the brains. What aspects of the Sprite Chill launch do you happen to be most enthusiastic about? Like that you're most excited to see? That is it like the connection? So in Canada, so we're launching the Obey Your Thirst campaign at the same time. So you'll see like some our base Sprite, a regular flavor with like different packaging this summer. Mm-hmm. What I'm the most excited about for sure is like that new flavor. We're not. Because we had to prioritize for Canada, we're focusing on the Obey Your Sprite big campaign. But one of the cool things with SpriteChill, we're launching a campaign, mostly in the US, but you'll probably see it like if you go online with Trey Young from the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, we know Trey.
Just moved like ice Trey, so it was like natural to partner up with him. He's super up and coming. He's this real star and good value. So I think that's, the most exciting is the flavor itself and to see that like how it unfolds in our US market and probably as it's built in Canada. We're also partnered with the Raptors, so Coca-Cola in Canada. So that's why we kind of didn't want to push too much on Trey because we want to partner with our local partners there in Canada.
Well, we have our friend of the show, Chris Boucher from Montreal. He plays for the Raptors, one of our good friends. He manages him as well. Shout out to Ibrahim. See, listen, push it on Chris Boucher. He's a tall guy. He can take a lot of Sprite. He's a tall guy. He can take a lot of Sprite. Listen, I gotta ask you, this, Jacques. With Sprite's long-standing association as the unofficial drink of hip-hop, dating back to pioneering. And when I did the research, I didn't know, this is way before me and Tata was even born. But one of the first times a hip-hop artist was featured in the ad, it was because of Sprite. It was Curtis Blow on one of the first national TV ads in 1986. And this brings me to ask you here, Jacques, as we close out. How does the brand intend to sustain its connection with urban culture 38 years later?
I mean, just as I mentioned before, like relaunching the campaign you're talking about is the Obey Your Thirst campaign, which was one of the biggest. So that's we're going back to like what our roots are. So really showcasing the Obey Your Thirst. Sprite Chill is going to fall under that campaign. It was super iconic and bold. As I mentioned, we're teaming up with Dre for Sprite Chill. So really the idea is to keep pushing that urban aspect of Sprite. We're also sponsors of Rolling Loud in the US, which is a big hip-hop festival. We were there last year when they did a Toronto edition. So it's really keep like being in the urban culture, sticking to hip hop as well, basketball, like really it's our DNA. So we'll just keep, and nostalgia is a thing these days. So we'll keep on pushing on that.
It's definitely Weezy's DNA too. See how he's grinning? But what's funny is like I could even say the word enthusiastic, and I'm like, my mouth is dry. I need some Sprite Chill.
My throat is dry. My throat is so dry. I didn't get that last question. I just need a Sprite. I didn't want to get the original. I want the Sprite Chill. I don't want the original. I need another iconic Sprite commercial.
That's what I'm saying.
Jacques, I need another commercial. I need another, you're talking about Trae Young. We need another iconic Sprite commercial. Tata don't know nothing about basketball, so just know
listen,
you guys have done
I'm on the peripheral, okay? Stop coming at me like that.
You'll see a Sprite commercial, but more on Obey with Anthony Edwards too. Like it's going to be an online video this summer. Yeah, that's going to be live in this market.
So you guys got all the up and coming young hot guys in NBA.
It's a big summer for Sprite. But summers are always big for that beverage.
Listen, obey your thirst. Obey your thirst. Montreal, my city. I've been speaking with Mr. Jacques Blanchet. He's the director of integrated marketing for the Coca-Cola company. Out right now. Hopefully, when this drops, make sure you guys get it because it's limited edition. Jacques said they're not going to stretch the stock. See, some of y'all might go thirsty, might go back to the original. Sprite is dropping. Sprite Chill. Whole new technology is going to chill you out. It's going to be amazing. We can't wait for this. Thank you so much, Jacques.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
You love this life. It's the Morning Detour on the mighty CKUT 90.3 FM.